Welcome in, it's Chit Chat and Chapters. I'm Austin, she's Lauren.
Hello, hello.
How is everybody doing? Specifically, Lauren, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We have fully settled in to the winter, to the cozy. I'm just like hibernating.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot better things than when the weather is really cold, and so it's like, oh, I can't go outside right now. So you're nice and warm. You're next to a window, so you can look outside and be like, man, it looks really bad out there. Good thing I'm inside, snuggled up in a
Right.
blanket.
And I have a fireplace in my house, one of the like the
Oh,
electric ones and whatever. And so like little
oh.
fireplace, look out the window. It's cold out there. It's warm in here. I'm snuggled up with a book. I'm a happy little camper.
Absolutely. Now,
What about you, Austin? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Work is work, and reading is what takes me out of all of the busyness of being a dad and the crazy work schedule and all that sort of stuff. So it's been really nice. And what's been really nice is that some of the books that I've been reading have been really good books. I feel like I've
Yes.
been
I
on a
feel like
pretty
I've heard
good streak.
same. I had one clunker that we'll talk about, but like I've read some good books lately. I'm
Yeah.
very thrilled.
Good, 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 good. I'm really glad. And I tell you what, when it comes to like colder weather, as things, especially when it gets much darker, that's one good thing about having a toddler as a child is that he associates bedtime with the darkness, and so
Yeah,
he, it's like 6:30, and he's like, "Dad, is it bedtime?" And I'm like,
it is.
"It is."
Correct.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We should go lay down. We should go
Yeah.
do bedtime. You know.
Especially because he's kind of getting to that age too where he will actually sleep. You know, an early bedtime doesn't necessarily mean an early to rise time. He's kind of getting to that
Correct.
age.
Yeah, 100%. So it's very nice. It's very
Oh
nice
yeah.
for sure. We haven't done it yet. We've been very nice and been like, "Oh, it's late, but we'll let you stay up," kind of thing. And
Yeah.
he's been very good about that. But
Oh, I love it. I just love the dark too because like my husband has an awful the overnight weird schedule,
yeah.
with work. And so both him and I go to bed at like 7 or 8 p.m., like the
hmm
old folk we are, because I also get up at like 4 a.m. And while getting up to the darkness kind of sucks, going to bed when it's dark is just such a luxury.
I haven't ever thought about that. Like
Yeah.
cuz I mean, well, when I was on the morning show in Orlando, well, so here's the difference. I noticed something very strange when I moved back to Nebraska. And it's that Nebraska is both really bright and really dark. Okay?
It goes extremes. Yeah.
'Cause when I was in Florida, it was like, okay, no matter how much more, like, it seems like daylight stayed pretty consistent, even though, like, yeah, there was a little bit of sway here, a little bit of sway here. But the going back to Nebraska, I texted this to my family group chat, like, because we moved back in like July or August or something like that, and so it was like the really long days, and it was like 6:45 in the morning, and the sun was already up and going. And I texted everyone, I was like, "Hey, Nebraska's bright," and everyone thought I was freaking crazy.
Well, I think doesn't it have something to do with the fact that like with Orlando being closer to the equator and like where we lie also on the
Exactly.
in the space within the time zone too, because
Yes.
like because 6 o'clock in Colorado on the central side or wherever that line, or I guess that's still technically Nebraska, but is going to be darker than 6 o'clock on the other side of the central time zone.
Correct. And being northern versus closer to the equator, like, I mean,
Right.
same reason why Alaska has, days that are like 15 hours of darkness, but then flips the other way. And
Yep.
so that also has an impact on things. So it's all super interesting, and
Science.
it's all science. And I didn't know if I was going to, when I was in Florida, I often said, "Oh, I miss the season changes." I don't know if I do. I don't know if I miss the season changes as much as I thought I would.
That's a hot take, but honestly, I'm here for it.
I had always joked that I much prefer cold weather to warm weather, and the joke is because you can only take so many clothes off.
Yeah.
you can always put more layers on. And after the last like 2 weeks or last month or so of it getting cold again and really getting cold, I don't know if I buy it anymore. I don't know
Yeah.
if I buy it.
I'm give me a sweatshirt. I want like a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I don't want the layer and then the layer and then I look like a little marshmallow man. Arms down. No, I get claustrophobic and then I'm like, nope, can't do it at all.
I feel like the Violet from Willy Wonka
Willy
and the
Wonka.
Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Uh
Pretty much
huh.
that's yeah, no, I'm
Uh-huh.
totally with you.
All
We
right,
need a
so
temperate climate.
yeah. Alrighty, so we've read books. What have you read this past week, couple weeks? What's been going on for you? What have you finished?
Okay. I'm going to start on a positive note. I got
Okay.
an arc from Canary Street Press and Nat Galley. It's called Honeymoon Phase. It's by Amy Dawes. And it is actually the third book in an interconnected standalone called The Mountain Men Matchmaker. The first one that like everybody's heard of is the 9 month contract. And
Okay.
basically, it's about a group of brothers that then end up like pairing off and romance. Great. This one's very like fall, wintry, cozy vibes. And so I was like,
Nice.
yep, that's why we're reading it now.
Hmm.
And it's Marriage and Convenience. And like, I adored this book so much more than I really thought I was going to. It
Okay.
got like, I was able to immersive read it. So I listened to the narrators and stuff, and then I read it while I'm doing it. Um,
That sounds like
it,
such a luxury. I could never do that. I've
it's,
got
oh,
no
it's
time for
so
that.
yeah, it's so nice. I do that's what I'm going to do for Project Hail Mary. But like it's
Nice.
so when I have the time, it's fantastic. But like the plot was so much deeper than I thought it was going to be, and I adored the characters. Like Luke, you think is going to be this like rugged mountain man, whatever, all tough and gritty and whatever, and he's a big old softy. Addison is like she's one of the boys, which like journalism and like broadcasting, especially the tech side, tends to be a lot more male dominated. So like she works at a lumber yard, obviously very different things, but I could really relate to her in that whole like all of her friends are guys. She doesn't do girly very well, but she's also super soft and she's a girl at heart, you know, like she bakes bread and she like does all these little things and she likes to dress up. And I'm like, I just relate to that so much as somebody who, like, being in a male dominated field, all my friends are dudes. Like, I
Hmm.
don't have very many female friends. And I like to dress up, but also give me a baseball cap and let me just throw it on. Let's go to work, you know?
Sure.
And so it's a marriage convenience. They fake get married and then obviously, like, they stay together and it's all cutesy and whatever. But
Oh.
absolutely, it was very, very cute. 5-star read for me. I just completely out of left field. Wasn't expecting it to be anything other than just a cutesy whatever, and it blew me away. Very, very nice. And then on the flip side, I have been trying really hard to go through my backlog books, and
Hmm.
so like I've had this on my shelves since before we moved in the house. So like going on 4+ years now.
Yeah.
And it's Tonight the Streets Are Ours by Leela Sales.
I've heard about that book. I've heard good things about it.
No,
No.
no, this is a 1-star book. I don't know why I finished it. I really don't.
Whoa.
I don't know why I finished this book. The thing about it is that it's a YA, but Arden, our female main character, literally reads like the most naive, like fifth grader. Like, there's nothing about her that I'm like, oh, you're in high school. That makes sense. She is the most vanilla ice cream,
Mm-hmm.
goody goody, but like, not even for the sake of like other. It's just, I couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her. And she basically, like, she wants to know why nobody loves her as much as she loves everybody around her. Cool. I like the premise of that, you know, being the
Sure.
person that cares so much. She finds this online blog, and Peter is the one that writes the blog. So you get, I will say, you do get this really interesting, like, dual POV without ever actually getting Peter's POV because, like, you only get it from the way Arden reads his blog.
Okay.
But Peter creeped me out the entire freaking time. I was waiting for Peter to be not, unfortunately, you know, I was waiting
Hmm.
for him to be the complete opposite of what he says in these books. Which, like, to be fair, he does end up different than what he portrays because it's the whole storyline of like people you only get one half of any story, you know. Cool. But also Peter was also just he creeped me out everything even after we met him and like met the real him, he
Uh-huh.
still just came across really like unstable and I did not like him. I didn't care for the best friend, I didn't care for Arden's boyfriend. There was nothing about this that was enjoyable. Even the plot, I was like they drive to New York and her car shuts down. Her car breaks down and then they go like have a night in New York and I'm like I don't even know that you should be driving. Like I no, I don't know why I finished it.
Yeah.
Was not good.
Yikes. Yikes, yikes,
Yeah.
yikes.
No. Please tell me you had better reads.
So, yes, I did. I finished, well, for the bad side, I did end up DNFing The Memory Thief. I texted
That's
you
fair.
like later after recording, like I think it was like 2 hours later, and I was like, yeah, I DNF'd it. 1 star. It's just it does so much telling you instead of showing you, and
Yeah.
it truly feels like if a third grader read this, they would learn so much about what stories are, how writing works. Like it feels like an English book that you would give a third grader, but for some reason it's listed as, YA, and I think it's just YA because like the themes of it are like assassin, and it talks about slitting throats and like that sort of thing.
As in
Um,
technically it is a Y. You know, it's like the oh this movie is PG-13 because they do technically kiss, but like the rest of it
right.
is like yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So gave that one 1 star, DNF'd. Um, I also finished I forgot to talk about this last time. The Never Game by Jeffrey Deaver. It's the tracker book that I was telling you about, where the guy
Oh yeah.
finds lost people, sort of thing. And it, I gave it 3 stars because I finished it, and it's a worse version of the Longmire series because
Okay, so to be honest, when you were describing it, it kind of felt like it was going to be a little bit of an off-brand Longmire
it
type
is.
situation. Yeah.
And the whole thing, I immediately had a character in mind. Like my friend Mark is who I thought of like as this character because very clearly this guy was homeschooled and he is a very analytical thinker and all this sort of stuff. This book is definitely a and I apologize for how harsh this sounds when I say this. This is a power fantasy for a very specific type of guy,
Mm.
and I'm not that guy. I think I was this guy in high school. I think I would have loved this series in high school, but I am not that guy anymore. And so,
Yeah.
just eh, wasn't. It was fine. I think it's totally fine, but I'm not my cup of tea. Okay, as for the books that I have finished that are two phenomenal reads, The Killer Question by Janice Hallett. It is new. It's a new book that was released this year, and it is written entirely in emails and text messages.
Oh.
Entirely. There are like maybe 3 pages that are excerpts from interviews with police. Okay.
That's fun.
The whole idea behind it is that someone is sending a pitch to a production company about their aunt and uncle's pub, where they run this pub. They do a pub quiz every Monday. These people show up and chaos happens, and then within the month their pub is shut down and all this sort of stuff. And it's a like a true crime documentary that they're pitching, and they're sending these text messages and these these recorded interactions to this publisher to be like, this is what the documentary should be, and it's really really good. It's really really good. Tons of
That sounds fantastic. Where do you find your books? Where do you because like I've never even heard of that and it's a new release. Like where'd you come across it?
the library,
The
legitimately. Yes,
library.
the public library, my Gear Library here in Lincoln puts out a bunch of like they have phenomenal tables where they have like different, like, here's mysteries, here's whatever, and they like have different things each month or every couple weeks where they set out new stuff. This was part of their new crime stuff, like,
Fun.
and it was really, really good. Really enjoyed it. The cover
Oh,
sucks. The cover,
I just looked. I just looked. Yeah, it's not a good cover.
it's not, especially because on it says the answer is murder. The question is who done it. That doesn't make sense.
Clear glass with the like skull, and I just think somebody's poisoned. Like it doesn't give
Yeah, it's
good vibe. I don't know.
no,
I There was a whole lot about it that I was like, this isn't
really
great.
bad
But
cover. Really good book.
I love that.
And it was like
So
450 pages and just buzzed
love
through
that.
it.
That's amazing. Omaha's getting a new library. It's under
Ooh,
construction. It opens up in April, and it's
okay.
like literally the next section down from where I work. And I am so excited to start like actually because like the library it was in need of an update. So like I'm so excited to start going because also my favorite coffee shop in Omaha is going to be in the library, which will then be the closest location.
Nice.
Favorite coffee shop, library. I'm gonna be there all the time. I'm so
Beautiful.
excited. Yeah,
Beautiful. Love it.
yeah.
Then I also finished The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. Very holiday.
Oh yeah.
Very, very good. Listen to the audiobook. It's two narrators, one for the guy, one for the
Mm-hmm.
gal. Absolutely loved it. Total vibes. Major problem is that I don't like enemies to lovers that aren't true enemies. So
Yeah.
there are two things. Number one, the dude absolutely loves her like the entire time. She
Mm-hmm.
has a fake. He's a fake enemy to her. Okay, that's number one.
Yep.
Number two, if she truly was an enemy to this person, she wouldn't find him attractive. Like
Yeah.
even when she's like in the throes of hating him, she's like, "Ooh, I hate how good he looks." Forget that. That's
Yeah.
stupid. I hate it.
Yeah,
So,
no. There needs to be a genre that is like I feel like we lump enemies to lovers as kind of a generic term for like unrequited love or like
mhm.
secret feelings because like
Yeah.
there's so often where it's like, "Oh, he hates me." It's like, "Well, no, he's just awkward and he doesn't know how to tell you."
Yep.
That's not enemies to lovers.
Hmm.
That's just an awkward boy or an awkward girl. Like
Yep.
we need a different subgenre for that.
Yep. Absolutely. 100%. I'm with you. But really good book. Good listen. Really enjoyed it. What are you currently reading?
Currently I'm in the middle of more than two, but two. So
Okay.
my audiobook slash ebook, I am getting through Love Arranged. This is the third book in the Lakefront Billionaires.
Okay.
The other two are Love Redesigned and Love Unwritten.
Okay.
These are such cute romances.
Yeah.
They're billionaire romances. The guys in them are all uber wealthy, but it's not like it doesn't border on sometimes when you get to like the uber wealthy trope, you get to like mafia almost where it gets a little dark.
Uh
No,
huh.
these guys just do good shit with their money. So it's really enjoyable because they're just sweethearts that come across as like, yeah, but then I stepped into his Ferrari. So it's like you get this dynamic of like, we stepped into his Ferrari so we could go donate to the dog shelter. Like they're just sweethearts. And so this is a fun one. This is the last one in the trilogy and we'll wrap that up. So I've been doing that on like audio e-reading, kind of my out and about outside the house book.
Hmm.
And then in the house, when I'm reading a physical book, we're doing the dust sleeve because I don't read with the dust sleeve on. We're doing Atmosphere finally by Taylor Jenkins Reid.
Okay.
I just adore Taylor Jenkins Reid so much, and so this will get me caught up on her. And I don't know why I know why I've been putting this book off. I'm 4 chapters into it, 5 chapters, whatever. Their chapters are kind of weird. This isn't I don't know that this is a spoiler, but like I'm just gonna say it's a spoiler because in the first 3 pages, 4 people die. Then you go back in time and you get to fall in love with the characters that die.
Whoa, dog.
Sob throughout this entire book.
Dog. That's nuts.
Got
Wow.
it. I'm gonna freaking read it. I'm gonna put myself through that torture.
10 out of 10. Love it.
Yep.
Absolutely
Yep.
incredible.
Yep.
I am I have started Project Hail Mary. It's a banger. It's all. I'm like 50 pages in. It's so good. It's so wonderful.
Yes.
It's really incredible. He's story starts. He doesn't remember his name, and he has to figure out what he's on. What the great. I'm gonna read a short part of it because I sent it to Liz because it was so great. And this is. Ooh, is it a spoiler? It's not really a spoiler. It's like 20
If it
pages
happens in the
in.
first 50 pages, I don't believe it can be a spoiler.
Okay,
That's my hot take.
perfect. Okay, hang on. Let me. I literally sent it to. It's so funny. Okay, so he's having these thoughts that he doesn't really understand why he's having them. So one of the thoughts was, "Oh, I can't wait to show the kids this," and he goes, "I have kids." This is a single man's apartment with a single man eating a single man's meal. He's remembering a memory that he has just had. I don't see anything feminine at all. There's nothing to suggest a woman in my life. Am I divorced? Gay? Either way, there's no sign that children live here. No toys, no pictures of kids on the wall or mantle, nothing. And the place is way too clean. Kids make a mess of everything, especially when they start chewing gum. They all go through a gum phase. At least a lot of them do. And they leave it everywhere. How do I know that? I like kids. Huh. Just a feeling, but I like them. They're cool. They're fun to hang out with. So I'm a single man in my 30s who lives alone in a small apartment. I don't have any kids, but I like kids a lot. I don't like where this is going. A teacher. I'm a school teacher. I remember it now. Oh, thank God I'm a teacher. Incredible. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yep. And the whole book, so far, the whole book has been that kind of witty, that kind of very thoughtful. Really good. Really good.
So like the rest of my day I'm gonna go like clean and whatever, and I was gonna just listen to the audiobook while I was cleaning all day today. But then I was like, well, I'm already reading Atmosphere. I'm in the middle of that. I don't need two space books because I don't want to get my space confused, considering
Yeah.
people write space very different.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm still gonna wait a little bit, but like it's going to be the next book I read. 100%. After I get done with Atmosphere, I will be picking it up. I'm so excited.
It's so good. You'll enjoy it. Speaking of books that you will enjoy, coming up next, we got Books for the Boys and working title, Gallivants for the Girls. Gallivants for the Gals, excuse me. We've got that coming up right after this. Books for the Boys, Gallivants for the Gals. We all love a story that is really just feels like it hits who you are, right? We all love that.
Absolutely.
And so we have
Absolutely.
found a couple of books that feel like, you know what? This is a guy book. And we found a
Just
couple
a
of
bunch
books.
of dudes being dudes.
Just a bunch of dudes being dudes. And then one for the gals, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Lauren, when you think of a book for the boys, what do you think of?
Okay, so I like Austin. I'll be fully transparent. Austin presented this idea to me, and I was like, I love it. And then I promptly realized I don't think I've read a single book for dudes in my entire life. My mind
Really?
went completely blank. My mind went blank. My Goodreads history was not helpful. So I'm actually going to do predictions, and I'm going to do predictions for both the guys and the girls to keep it fair and even. So
Okay,
neither of these
great.
books I have read, but they give the vibes.
Okay,
And I am going to
beautiful.
copy you because I think while I'm going to love Project Hail Mary, it's going to be a dude book.
Yeah,
I know that I'm going to love it, but it's going to be a dude book.
yeah. It 50 pages in, it already feels like a book for the boys.
Yep.
100%.
Yep. I know I'm going to love it. I know it's going to be wonderful because it's going to be written really well, but it's going to be a dude book.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I think you're
Yep.
spot on with that.
Yep.
Not a doubt in my mind.
Yep. And what
Okay.
about you?
Okay. So, I've absolutely read both books for the boys and Gallivants for the gals.
Obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Which I really respect about you as a person.
oh, thanks. Okay. So, starting with books for the boys. I have a number of books that I have read, but I'm starting with an author specifically because every single book that I've read by this author feels like the book was just written for dudes. The author is Christopher Buehlman. Okay?
Okay.
Buehlman. The Black Tongue Thief is one of the books. The one that is even more for the dudes is Between Two Fires, which is actually his first book that he wrote and was successful with. And the thing is that he narrates every single book that he writes, and he does accents really, really well.
Oh, I love
So
that then.
yeah, so the Black Tongue Thief he does completely in an Irish accent, which is incredible. But we'll
That's
get
amazing.
more into audiobooks in the next segment.
What?
Crazy, that's what they call a tease in the biz, baby. So, the Black Tongue Thief is absolutely a dude book because it's a bit raunchy. It has a lot of language, and it is a book that very much, what's the right way of putting it? It's a book that focuses on things the way dudes focus on things in my
Mm,
experience. And
yep.
so there's a beautiful woman that is also very dangerous, and where that all goes and all that sort of thing. There's a whole section where they turn into sailors, where they because they have to travel across the sea, and so they get on a ship. I think ship stories and boat books,
Yep.
dude books.
Dude book.
Yeah.
100%.
And so that's the Black Tongue Thief. It's super super intelligent finish. The magic system is really incredible, but really the writing of it feels like in tune with my brain. Now, Between Two Fires is so, like, I don't know what side of TikTok you're on. Do you ever get TikToks that are, if you know your boyfriend, what armor would he wear? And then shows a bunch of photos.
Yep.
Okay. Or right now, what's really big is, what a beautiful spot to bleed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This book, Between Two Fires, has that hero vibe, this fallen hero, because the story is about what if God just disappeared? What if God disappeared and a knight who has demons, who has done bad things, who has broken away from his knighthood, from everything that he holds dear, and he is given an opportunity because this girl, this young child, says that she knows how to get God back, and claims that he needs to take her to this place in order to bring God back. And
Oh.
it is this book is so gorgeous. It's a book that shows real depravity and real, like, it gets absolutely disgusting in, like, what sin looks like. And again, this is coming
Yeah.
from a guy who is very religious, very Catholic, and it's a book that shows that even when you are at your most depraved or your most disappointed in yourself, you can always make the choice to be better. You can always be the hero no matter how many times you have fallen, because our main character falls in this book. Falls a lot,
Oh, I love that.
and he keeps coming back. But it is not touchy-feely. It
Yeah.
is very harsh language,
Mm,
and that's where it comes into dude book for me.
yeah.
It is knight in not so shining armor tries to become knight in shining armor, and what you have to go through to get there. It resonates so much with me because that's how I feel all the time. I want
Yeah.
I want to be the hero, but no one wants a hero who has fallen. No one
Right.
wants a hero who has messed up.
Yep.
And this little girl does. She knows she needs him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I
it's really,
love
really
that.
good. Now, some of his other books, The Necromancer's House, is too dude for me because
Yeah.
it's real gross. It's like talking about, like, awkward hard-ons, and
Yeah,
like
nope. Mm-mm.
there's a lot, like there's a level of dude that like
Yeah,
dude in honor, big fan.
right.
But there are also dude books that are just gross, and like the Necromancer's House is one of the first books that I DNF'd because it was just too gross for me. And it wasn't
Right.
even gross like obviously I can handle gross stuff with the Library of Mount Char, you know,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
that's a gross that is far away from me. That
Yeah.
there's a huge gap between Austin the person and that kind of gross. Um, the stuff that he wrote in the Necromancer's House, I'm like, nope, that's
No.
too much.
Fantasy gross is one thing because
Yeah.
it's not real. It's not like it's so far removed. But
Yes.
like also I feel like dude books, especially like for you, like the dude book is also more like you said, like cool ships, cool armor. We're gonna fight really cool. It's gonna be like a lot of fight scenes and like,
Yeah.
man, I want some armor. I want to go on a ship. I want to go on a journey. We're gonna like drive fast cars, do hot shit. Like
Yeah.
that's what I want in a dude book.
Hell yeah. You've
Yeah,
nailed it. I want Fast and Furious on the page.
obviously. Yes. No, fantastic. No, that the last one that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
does. It definitely sounds like a bro book.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Gallivant for
Gallivants
the
for the
gal.
gals. Hey, like I said, I mean, I could go all day. We all know I love a cutesy little romance.
Mhm.
So I'm going to stick with my books I have not read, but give the vibes just to keep things fair. And since it is the holiday season, we're going with Good Spirits by BK Borison.
Ah.
BK Borison is one of my new like probably top 5 favorite authors, and I've only read First Time Caller. But like this is so she owns a antique store, and the male main character is the ghost of Christmas past, and he typically shows up to like right wrongs in people, obviously. But she's just a little sweetheart, so he doesn't know why he was sent to her, and she doesn't know either because she's like, "I'm just a little goody two shoes. I don't know what's going on." And he's like, "I don't know why either because you have nothing wrong with you." And so like this is going to be just the like bestest little warm cozy little hug, and it's going to be just the cutesy because also I'm sorry, the ghost of Christmas past shouldn't be hot. I'm just going to say it.
He
But
shows up in
like
dark robes. He could be hot under there.
he could be, but also that's what makes it a gallivant for the girl is like the fact that we're making the ghost of Christmas past hot. So I'm very excited to get through this, but
Have
also
you
this is just
seen
cozy.
Have you seen the movie Hot Frosty?
No.
Okay. You gotta watch it. It is on Netflix, and it is
Okay.
what if Frosty the Snowman was hot. That's all it is.
Yep, say less.
It
I'm down.
stars one of the gals from Mean Girls, and she falls in love with a snowman who becomes a human, and it's so fun.
I love
It sounds like the qualm you have of, oh, the Christmas past ghost shouldn't be hot. You know who shouldn't be hot? Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman. Yeah, I know that.
But he is.
Yep. Adds to list immediately.
Big fan of that movie.
Fantastic.
Okay. All right. Gallivant for the gal.
Yep,
Okay.
what you got for me?
Assistant to the villain. Please tell me you've read these
Okay.
books.
It's so high on my TBR. It's so high.
So Assistant to the Villain is the first one. The second one is Apprentice to the Villain, and that one is just not as good. It's
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
heard a lot of people that said the first one was so good, and now there's like going to be four of them, and they're like, no, they jumped the shark after the second. So
yeah, the second one, like they try and recapture the beauty of the first one, which is they don't know that they like each other, or they do know that they like each other, but they like work together. So it's the whole story is there's the villain, and he's the guy that the king hates, and he's trying to bring down the king, and the king is trying to capture him, and all this sort of stuff. And he does dark magic and blah 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 blah. And she is this just beautiful little sunflower who he saves randomly and then hires her as his assistant. And it is the most cutesy, romantic vibe of like there are scenes there are some chapters where it's from his perspective, and it's why do I enjoy having her around? I'm supposed to be the guy that hangs skulls from the ceiling and blah 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 blah. And why does she know what my coffee order is? Like whatever fantasy coffee is in this, and she's like, don't think about the villain like that. Oh, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but the main character is constantly like don't think about the villain like that, Ellie, or whatever her name is. Don't think about your boss naked, Ellie. Like this is her internal monologue. It's so fun. It's so cute, and the moment of them like coming together, because it's a romance, you know what's gonna happen,
obviously,
and it is just so cute and wonderful and nice, and like the villain realizing that he really loves her too, and that's why he has kept her around. Like it's just so cute and adorable, and it's so for the gals.
It feels like a Disney movie.
It does.
It feels like a Disney short. Like you know how like Disney does the little Pixar shorts. It feels like it needs to be a short.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. It's so wonderful.
Yep, no, it's so high on my TBR.
I absolutely would not recommend that to any dude.
Yeah, no.
It's a specific kind of guy who's gonna read this book, and it's this guy.
For sure, 100%. That's so good, though. Oh, yeah, no, that's gonna get moved higher for sure.
The audiobook is really good. Really liked the narrator for that one. And speaking of audiobooks, this next segment. Ear reading. We got to come up with a better title for that.
Yeah, we do.
Coming up next.
All right. Ear reading. That needs a working title. We'll figure that out. We're talking audiobooks at the end of the day. Here's the thing about an audiobook. In this house, in this podcast, audiobooks 100% count as reading. I refuse to even entertain anything less.
Agreed.
I understand that it's not reading with your eyeballs. You're consuming a book. Put it on Goodreads. We're chatting about it. Absolutely.
100%.
So, but that being said, audiobooks, I think, can really make or break a book. I think even more than the writing style, more than the plot, more than the characters. I just fully believe that when you add a voice to it, I think it's kind of the same theory with adding a person on the cover. It gives you more information than sometimes you necessarily want or need. Okay. So that also means they're a little bit more divisive. We got some hot takes.
Yeah, that is for sure, 100%. I never thought about it that way. I never put the two of like putting someone on the cover as the same as listening to the audiobook.
Mm-hmm. Because there are so many audiobooks that I have struggled to read the book, and so I'll just flip to audio to get through it. Uh-huh. And I've been like, wait, actually, I love this because the voice is what I needed to bring the character to life more than on the page. Where just like with a physical book, if it has a photo of a person on a cover, that may not be how I viewed them, or it may be, and then it brings me in a little bit more. But it's so much more hit or miss on that.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Okay. We're 2 minutes into this segment, and my mind is blown. Okay. All right. Cool. Nice.
Austin's like, wait a second, I gotta rewire what I was thinking here.
Like, hold on 1 second. Well, it's just so funny because, we're on TikTok a lot. We follow us at Chit Chat and Chapters Pod on TikTok. But we're on social media all the time, and I specifically see TikToks a lot about audiobooks. Like Project Hail Mary is one that everyone recommends that you listen to. And there are a number of times where people, like another one that I've read the physical book is Butcher and Blackbird. And
I told you to listen to Lights Out.
Right. Yeah. And so there are all of these books that I'm curious how much of a difference it makes just by having the person read it to you and having that perfect narrator for it.
Yep.
Interesting. I genuinely hadn't thought about it that much. But
Yeah.
this does go into my hot take.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. I thought that I would love audiobooks that are full cast, fully produced. I hate them.
Yep.
They are the worst way to listen to an audiobook.
It feels fake.
It feels fake and
Yes.
it's too much going on. I can't
Yeah.
focus. Like
Mm-mm.
I love going back and listening to old radio dramas with the like
Yep.
the Foley sound and all that sort of stuff. But I listened to, I can't remember what the book was, but it was an epic audio, and the first 30 minutes is these guys on horseback riding to a battle,
Get your
and
coconuts.
yeah, the whole time there's that in the background, and I'm like, I can't focus. And then they started the
Hmm.
battle, and there was ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching,
Yeah.
all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know what the hell is happening here.
Yep.
It's too much.
I 100% agree. I listened to a couple chapters of the graphic audio for Fourth Wing, and the problem is the Fourth Wing narrators on the non-graphic audio
Uh-huh.
I don't care for that much.
Okay.
The Violet is not at all Violet. The narrators for the graphic audio are fantastic. I love them.
Mhm.
But all the extra, I can't do it. It doesn't scratch my brain. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's so weird. I truly thought that as a audio guy who loves like
Yeah.
that old radio style and the burn burn burn, like all those little,
Hmm.
but I love it when a book adds some of those nuances. So the best crime of the year, or the book that I just finished, that
Yeah.
audiobook, the two things that it does is it has two narrators, one for the female
Which
main
that I
character.
love.
I do enjoy that. I do like that.
A dual narration type situation.
Yeah, I think that's great. It also has moments where they are together because they play excerpts from the interviews with police, sort of thing, and
Mm-hmm.
it sounds like it's on a tape recorder.
That's fun.
That's fun.
That's good.
That's a nice little zhuzh into the audiobook world.
Yeah.
Or I've read a couple of audiobooks that are supposed to be like um, Cthulhu-y. What's the guy that wrote Call of Cthulhu? I can tell you so many awful things about him, but I can't remember his name. Like his cat's name was the N-word, so that's fun. Um,
Oh, authors
uh,
are wild people.
yeah, hang on one second. I'm gonna Google it. Who wrote Call of Cthulhu? It is nope. That's wrong. That's the wrong Cthulhu. That's a band.
There's more than one.
Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft.
Mm,
H.P. Lovecraft, very famous author for
yep.
a bunch of creepy, like horror stuff. Call of Cthulhu is his the book most people know him for, but he's written a lot of stuff. Eldritch horror is kind of the thing
Yep.
with him. I've read a couple of audiobooks where they add little like,
Yeah.
or even just like a little ring, little tinnitus ring into
Yep.
moments. I love that. I
Yeah.
love little nuanced stuff that brings you
We're
in.
sprinkling, we're not dousing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't want a movie. If I
Yeah.
wanted a movie, I would watch a movie.
Yep.
But having in those little sprinkles in, absolutely fantastic.
That's so fair. No, that's like super valid.
I'm glad you agree with me because I looked at some of these, like some of the reviews of these epic audiobooks, and
Oh,
people
yeah.
love them.
Everybody loves them. And I
Makes no
just
sense
don't
to
get
me.
it. I just don't get it. Yep. I don't get it at all.
And
And
you
like,
have to listen to it at one speed.
that's the other thing. I listen to all, and that's I think why I'm also more particular about the type of narrator for my book, is because I listen to them at 2 times speed, so it inherently pitches up a little bit.
Okay, all right, hang on. Hang on. 2 times speed?
If I'm just listening to it while I do other things, I'm at about a 1.7. And if I immersive read, I'm at about a 2.5. So I round it to about a 2.
What is wrong with you?
So many things.
That is an insanely... Listen, I understand. The whole thing of an audiobook is that one speed has to be so that everybody can listen and enjoy.
Right.
Everybody. The slowest reader, the slowest thinker, like all that. I get reading faster. If I get past 1.5, the narrator has to be so slow.
Nope.
Wow. You and
I
Liz
don't
are
know.
so similar in that because
Yeah.
Liz listens to audiobooks when she's like, I just gotta get this finished. She listens to it at 3 times speed and understands it and can like
Okay,
give
that's a
me
bit
feedback.
much. The only time I did that was when I was rushing to finish Iron Flame before, like, the day before Onyx Storm released. So I
Uh-huh.
wanted to get through it. So that I was flying through it, but I also already read it before.
Sure.
So, like, different. But no, I can't bump up to 3 unless sometimes if I'm immersive reading and just like really flying. Like, I think I did that for the Harry Potter books. I was up to like a 3 because I was also reading them and just flying through it. But like, no, no, that I did that 2 times. I
Yeah.
don't know.
My
I get
brain,
it.
my brain's just so fast.
No, I got okay. So we joke all the time about how fast and how many books I read and whatever. I'm at like 104 or 5 books for the year, and which okay, cool. And then I had a friend over last night that has read 135. I was like,
Jeez.
and then she's talking to me about how sometimes she'll play Minecraft and she crochets, and I'm like, how do you have time to do any or all of those things?
That's the beauty of the 2 things that she listed is that those are audiobook friendly hobbies.
But she doesn't know. She doesn't do audiobooks. She can't concentrate on them.
Dog.
How it's possible.
I like when I play video games because I play a lot of sports video games. Like I've
Yeah.
heard every single thing that the
There's only so
announcers
many
could
times you
possibly
can hear the
say.
CFB 25
Yep,
replay. And yeah.
exactly. So I turn that off and I listen to an audiobook while I play
Yeah.
Major League Baseball or whatever. But Minecraft doesn't even have other sound. Like crocheting doesn't even have other sound. Just
Mhm. No, that would be my ideal thing. I know like so many people that listen to audiobooks like while they color. I mean, coloring books are going to be a big thing with the adult coloring books and whatnot.
yeah.
And like I know that's why people do it because they listen to audiobooks, whatever. But no, she can't do audiobooks, which means she's read. Well, she says she's read 146, but she did say that she's DNF like 10.
Dog. I'm gonna start claiming how many books I read to Henry. I'm gonna.
Yes, yes. Let's
So let's
raise
see.
those stats.
Let's see. So if we're going off those numbers, I do his bedtime. We'll say 3 times a week, and so I do his bedtime 3 times a week. We read 3 books a night. So what's 3 times 52 times 3? Uh,
Does he
three
like a book?
times
Does
52 times 3. What's that?
he like a book? Is he
Chapter
one of
books?
those like will he sit and read? Will he sit and like? Is he all about it? Is he like? Can we do another one? Or is he kind of just like, okay, this is part of the routine?
He is mostly part of the routine because he reads like the same 2 books. Like
Mm.
we read 3 books, but the 2 of them are the same every single yeah. So
Yep.
so I'm up to if you include my Goodreads, I'm up to 500 books or I will have finished 500 books this year. So
If it's the same book though, I feel like
they're
again, I can't
on
read. I
Goodreads.
can't rereads. That is fair.
On Goodreads, it has the ability to add dates, and so
That's
I'm gonna
fair.
have Mustache Baby like so many times.
That's so funny.
There's a dragon in your book. I've read that one probably 60
There's a
times.
dragon in your
It's
book.
so adorable. There's a whole
Oh,
series of there's a blank in your book, and it's interactive and it's so wonderful. It's so great.
I need some more Henry time. I just love him. He's my favorite little dude, man.
Oh
God.
goodness.
Okay, back to we got my bookish hot
Yeah,
take.
Yeah,
If you have been on any type of spicy book talk, even a little bit, you will
yes.
know the name Teddy Hamilton.
I've
Do
heard
you
the
know who
name.
I'm?
I don't
Okay.
know. I don't think I can put a thing to it, but
He does all of the like, he does a lot of the dark romances,
okay.
and he is kind of the guy for smutty books, right?
Got it. Okay.
I can't stand him. Honeymoon Phase I listened to and did the immersive read, and his voice was on it,
Uh-huh.
and his voice is so low and so deep that I'm like, no, nobody speaks like this when they're just talking to a person. Now, if you were to pitch down in like a SMEX scene, then like
Uh-huh.
that's one thing. But like
So hold
for
on.
that to be your every voice,
You don't want to hear, "Hello, Lauren. How are you doing?"
we're talking like Josh Turner levels of low, but then pitch it down again.
I don't even know.
I can't even
Hello, Lauren.
close. Even worse. Like it's
That's insane.
literally Josh Turner, Long Black Train. Like it's like this, and then it's even lower, and it's like, "Hi, sir, I'd like to buy some lumber from you today." It's doofy. It's doofy. I'm like, yeah, there's something to be said when he's like, "Hey, baby, how are?" Like, there's some like I get why people would think that on that level,
Yeah.
but for the entire character, I'm like, no, I can't. I cannot do it. I don't get the hype around him at all.
Well, I know what we're putting on TikTok when this comes out.
Also, this is more just this is a warning rather than a hot take. If you have a narrator that you love, don't go look them up. Don't go look up what they look like.
Why?
Don't do it. They all look freaking creepy.
Oh no.
They're all creepy. Like,
You know,
so I was listening to the Teddy Hamilton one. I was like, what does this guy even look like? Like, what's the hype? You know how Steve Barnes, is that his name? The guy that played Steve on Blue's Clues?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. How it looks like him, but if he did meth for the past 20 years.
No.
He's real creepy looking.
Teddy Hamilton. Oh, he's
Balding.
not that bad. He is a
But to be
little.
like the audiobook guy for all these heartthrobs that are supposed to be like what I
That is
nope,
wildly
don't do it.
funny. That is wildly funny. Yeah, dude.
Don't go
I'm
look
so
him up.
glad you got a great voice,
So glad you
man.
found something that is I was
That's
gonna
so
say the
funny.
mean thing. It's the face for radio.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say every single person that you have listened to on the radio is uglier than you think they are, me included.
100%. Yep.
Absolutely. Like
Yep.
the number of times that I have Googled, like I, especially when I was in high school, where it was like, oh, so and so is on the radio, and then you go and meet them, and you're like, oh, you are not
Oh.
who I pictured.
Okay, so you know Brew on the radio.
Yeah.
He's the only exception to that rule.
Okay. All right.
And I think that's why he got famous because he was like everybody finally was like, this is what my radio guys sound like.
Yes.
Incorrect. He is the exception for the rule.
I think you're 100% spot on. Oh goodness. All right, we got to wrap this segment up before we start ogling over more people. We're both married. We can't be doing this.
Not at all.
We got good books, bad ratings coming up right after this. And we're back with good books, bad reviews here on Chit Chat and Chapters. I am so excited for this one because
Me too.
when we did it the first time, I loved this segment right away, but I stayed away from like my truly favorite series because I didn't want to hear anyone say anything mean about Wizard Man Harry Dresden.
Yeah.
And I have decided that for mine it will be the first one of the series. And it just goes to show how different I am than the people who gave this 2 stars. But
Okay. Also, brief thing.
yeah,
That's the wild thing. So we were looking at these, and the 2-star reviews are actually what I would picture a 1-star review. on almost like that's the thing I'm noticing is we're doing this, and I don't know if it's happening for your books.
Uh-huh.
Almost all of my 1 star reviews are just DNFs. And
Uh-huh.
so they're not giving good 1 star, like what I think would be a
Oh,
1 star
it's
review.
almost like if it's 1 star, it's a DNF, you didn't like it at all, and so you aren't going to finish it. 2 star, you maybe finished it or DNF'd it, but it was well
No, it's
written.
almost like a 2 star. They still freaking finished it.
No, I'm right. You know whose rating
We
system
can
is right?
continue.
This guy.
We can continue to beef about it. It's fine because you're just wrong.
Telling you, 3 stars means you finish the book. 3 stars is not
I
a good book.
no, a
Three
three
stars
star
is
is a
not a
silly,
good
goofy
book.
time. It's just vibes.
How many, legitimate argument here, okay? How many Goodreads books that are 3.3 stars to 3.25 are actually any good? None, okay? Like, I would say most Goodreads book, I would even venture to say 85% of Goodreads books that range in the average rating of 3 to 3.2 are garbage books.
Mean, mean, mean,
Mean but accurate.
hurtful.
I don't
No,
care. I'm saying the truth. Okay?
no.
Say it.
Fine. Prove me wrong with your reviews. What do you got?
Okay. So, I am doing Stormfront, the first of the Dresden Files. It has a community review of 3.97, so it's a good book. And 5% of those reviews of those ratings are 2 stars or below. Okay, so
Okay.
to give you a little space of it, real quick, we were talking about like you don't know what people look like in the previous segment. I so badly want you to Google a picture of Jim Butcher. He's the author of Stormfront.
No.
It is so wild.
Oh my goodness.
Uh huh. That's the most incredible flow.
I don't think I could grow my hair like this anymore.
I know. I know. It's so
That's
wonderful.
the definition of luscious locks.
Just gorgeous long hair.
That is a mane.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
So
Fantastic.
it's so good. It's so good. Okay. All right. Now that so I have given this book 5 stars. I gave it 5 stars. This was one of the first books that I read upon my adult reading journey. It's what I described it as eating popcorn during a movie because it's an easy read. The tropes are there. It's a noir wizard who is doing detective things, and it's very noir heavy, very
Yep.
very noir heavy, and it's the narrator is James Marsters, who played oh, what's his name? He's the Spike in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so he already has like the voice for like vampires and has kind of that fantasy voice. And then add
Yep.
on to it, he does a phenomenal like dark wizard, like not dark wizard, but like noir crime.
Yeah.
So good. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. It is definitely, I would consider it a dude book, but I recommend this series to everybody. Okay. I went and searched for the 2 star books, 2 star reads, and oh boy. Okay. So here is one review, and it has a bunch of gifs included with it. I've met Harry. How are you? Even alive, Dresden. And this is not the beginning of a beautiful friendship, nor is this book the stuff that dreams are made of. All this world weary, cliche ridden, drenched in noir, down on his luck, crappy loner wizard, and paranormal stuff with rudimentary world building is just too much or too little. Oh, and let's not forget all the rain and storms. Okay.
And for you, you're like, yeah, bump it up.
I'm like, this is all the stuff that I wanted. This is legitimately everything that I wanted in this book to jumpstart what then has become like a 15, 16 book series. It's yeah, it's filled with cliches because when you're starting something, you need to set a tone, you need to set a vibe. Cliches do that. And that it's fine. It is what it is. I love noir stuff. The down on his luck crappy loner wizard. Yeah. That's what I
noir
want.
is.
He is. And I want it. It's so good. And rudimentary world building is so funny because I say that this book is the perfect entryway into fantasy because the world is Chicago.
Chicago, notoriously known for its rudimentary.
It's like, it's not, what world building do you have to do? It's Chicago. Like, you don't need much else.
Do you ever wonder what books those people read? What books do you enjoy? Like,
That is a wonderful question. And this is from Melindam. She has 881 reviews and 400 followers on Goodreads. So clearly, she knows her stuff. But
dang.
good. I also love reviews. Here's another one from Liz with 2 Z's, who has 433 reviews. 2 stars. I don't write reviews. Yes, you do. You've written 430 of them. Let's calm down.
Yeah.
But she goes on to say, the whiniest private investigator I ever did see. It was a roller coaster ride through his manic depressive episodes. I can never win. List reasons why I should give in and give up already. But no, complete 180. I can do everything and damn them for making me doubt myself. Hell yeah.
That's the point.
Exactly. I'm so glad that you ran directly into the point and it hit you so squarely in the forehead, yet you didn't want it. Like, that's fine. It's not for you. It's not for you. Oh, she goes on to say, not to mention the bad setting. Chicago as a setting for organized crime and occult practice could have been a slam dunk. It is. It's just Chicago.
I've never been to Chicago.
Like, oh, I don't know. Al Capone famously, like...
Right.
Al Capone's in Chicago, right? Like, I'm not getting that wrong.
I think...
Is Al Capone New York?
Mobsters
I'm losing
in Chicago. Yeah, Al Capone.
it. Okay.
Bugs Moran.
Yeah, those are all, like, when I think of Chicago, I think of mobsters. And this book is firmly, like, ingrained with that thinking. And so, listen, man, people are not gonna... The other thing I have heard about this book is that Harry Dresden undresses every woman that he, like, interacts with. Basically, just when he meets a woman, he is distracted by tits and ass. And, yeah, fair. Listen, I don't mean to out myself, but also, like...
It's a book for the dudes, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's the male gaze.
And also, like, if we're doing noir, that's kind of par for the course for the trope.
Yes!
Like, he's a little sleazy. That's kind of the point. Like,
yeah, but he also never acts on it. In the entire series, there's like one sex scene.
Yeah.
And so, like, some people are like, oh, he's really creepy. He thinks about women this way. And I'm like, I mean, dudes like how women look.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, as long as if you act on it in bad ways, that's bad.
Yes.
But acknowledging that someone is pretty for X, Y, and Z, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Well, and especially, like, I would argue, even if there was a different, like, because you said there were, 11, 12 books?
It's like 16.
Okay,
I think
if
almost
we had
20.
even if we had 16 different love interests, I'd be like, okay, bro, let's settle down a little bit.
Yeah.
But, like, you're not doing anything. Like, it's fine. Like,
yep.
Look up what noir actually is, and I think you'd have a different view of that.
Yep. In this book series, there are 2, maybe 3 love interests. And one, he's not interested in. The other one doesn't happen until, spoilers down the road, the first one dies.
Yeah. Like, no.
Yeah.
Go
So
look up Noir.
I think that these reviews are so funny because it's clear that they just don't like the genre.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
That's fine. That's
Yep.
fine.
Yep. Books be for certain people.
That's right. All right, hit me with it. What is your
Okay.
good book?
We're going to go first time caller because, like I said, I've been
Okay.
on the biggest of BK Borison trains lately.
Yeah.
And so, okay. It is a 3.97
So
community
it's a good
review
book.
total. Good book with um 38,212 reviews,
Hot
with
damn.
4% of them is all less than 4 because the 1% is less than 1% of 2 and 1 star reviews.
Okay.
So overall, we're doing good.
Yeah.
My favorite 1 star is a quote that goes, "Oh, so he did dick you down, huh? Why are you writing my thigh? Why did writing my thigh make you think of pizza? Well, pineapple pizza is borderline orgasmic. Is that so? Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, no words needed." And then she responds, "Yeah, no words needed." I'm like, I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
That's awesome.
If that's why we're 1 starring a book, that's freaking hilarious to me. Like the pineapple pizza thing is such like a, it's divisive. It's hilarious. Like, no, I can't. And then there's another one that starts off with, "Let's just try and fit every cliche there is into 400 pages." Fair, but also then have you never seen Sleepless in Seattle? Because it's a retelling of, it's a like reimagination of that, and therefore it's like, duh.
Yeah. And there has to, like, I'm sorry, there has to be a point where you just have to like some tropes. Not
Yes,
everything is going to be anti-cliche, everything's going to be brand new. We're at the point where books are going to copy each other and you're going to have seen things before.
it's the same thing as music. It's like the
Yeah.
whole, everybody talks about the whole same 4 chord theory and
Yeah.
whatnot. At some point, you're going to listen to a song and you're going to go, "Huh, this is pretty similar to this other song," and I think that's why I like it.
Yes.
Like, there's a genre of music for a reason, and like eventually that starts to get more narrowed down, and artists start to sound similar, and that's okay because there are only so many notes in music and there are only so many words in the human language. They can only be put in so many different ways to tell stories.
Yep. I 100% agree. And I would love to see this person's other reviewed books that they reviewed 5 stars because
Yes.
I have a feeling I would be able to pick one of them and go, "Oh, you mean this book? That's very similar to this book?"
This book, yeah.
Yeah.
My other favorite one on this is, she has, so it's Manas is the name, with 337 reviews, and it's a 2 star, and it just goes, "Don't call." Whole review. But then she has tagged it under "boring awe flops" and "do not bother."
Don't call is really funny. Wow. That's
And
incredible.
that's okay, so and I will give you small, I think the audience should start taking bets when I slowly start to come around to your way of rating things. Because I will say there were quite a few in the 2 stars that were like, "This was a me problem, not an it problem. I DNF'd it,
Uh-huh.
further in."
Uh-huh.
So I could see a small, minuscule argument to be made that if you DNF it before 50%, it's a 1 star, and if you DNF it after 50%, it's a 2 star. My brain wouldn't mind something like that, but still, no.
Sounds like Austin's right.
But a lot of the 2 stars were just like, "This book just wasn't for me. It was a me problem, not an it problem."
Hmm.
But the "don't call," and then to have it in the "boring off flops" as the category just killed me.
I wonder if you, as an author on Goodreads, do you see where, like, what your books, like, similar to how artists on Spotify are?
The Spotify could see. I think you can. So I was watching this TikTok that was really like interesting and informative because like as I'm trying to grow my audience on my personal channels,
Mm-hmm.
I tagged authors in all of my reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently you're not supposed to, because there is etiquette between authors and reviewers,
Mm-hmm.
that reviewing is a safe space that is meant to be author free. So you feel that you can rate a star one or two, you can rate a book 1 or 2 stars without having to make the author feel bad. So you're actually not supposed to tag
Oh,
authors in reviews, because you don't want to make them feel bad. Therefore, you don't want to artificially enhance a book
sure,
just to make them feel better. But also, the author doesn't need to be seeing that, because that book just couldn't be not for you.
sure. That
And so
makes
it's
me
to
think that
protect both parties.
that makes me think that my rating system is based on people who tag authors. Because my whole thing
Yeah.
is that if I finished a book, it's 3 stars.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that goes in line with if I were to tell someone your book is bad, but I finished it, like I couldn't go to an author and say this is a 1 star book. I read the whole
Correct.
thing and it's all terrible. I couldn't
Yep.
do that. I could say I gave it 3 stars. I finished it.
It just wasn't for me.
It just wasn't for me. So it's very interesting that that's the etiquette. Oh. So your rating system is a more author isn't here kind of rating system when you think about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting. Well, gives me something to think. I'm still right. Don't get me wrong. I'm still right, but I can understand the difference there for sure. You can all you want. More and more people are agreeing with me, and you're finding it.
We'll see.
Did we even put that clip out yet on social media? I don't know if we did.
I don't know. We'll have to go back and look,
I
because
have to go back and look
that's a good one.
because it's a good clip. It's a good clip of explaining how we rate books.
And we should be telling the people how we're rating these.
We should. I think that next episode we will do we'll redo our official. This is how
breakdown.
we rate it. Yeah, so that way it's more concise and people can we can refer back to it. I think that would be good for everybody involved. But you know what's good for everybody involved right now? Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the pod, leave reviews, 5 stars, and hit the notification bell, all that jazz.
All the little buttons.
Press every button, every single one, even the not the thumbs down, preferably, but
Yeah.
if there's a button, press it. This has been another episode of Chit Chat and Chapters. I'm Austin. You can find me on social media that I may or may not use, at Radio Guy Austin or at Dice Guy Austin. I'm also the guy that runs Chit Chat and Chapters pod on all platforms, except for YouTube. That's Lauren. So
YouTube's on me.
yeah. So be sure to follow all those as well. Lauren, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere at Lauren's Lifestyle. That is YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the things across the board. I've been trying to dabble in Threads a little bit more, just because Instagram takes me there so quickly. Yeah. But if you found the profile picture, you have found me across the board. It's the same, so you know where to find me. And yeah, I'm also doing the YouTube. So
that's right.
Show as well.
That's right. Be sure to check out all of her content. Because she does great stuff over there, while I just sit back and I don't do anything.
That's because you're going to start taking over the socials, and that's fine.
That's right.
One is more than enough for me to handle right now.
I feel the exact same way. Well, thank you everybody for listening. Come back next time for more Chit and Chapters, and keep on reading.